is our exhibition project on affordable housing and well-being for people in poverty.
What is poverty? Poverty is where you are poor and cannot support and do not make enough income to support your family. Poverty is a worldwide problem with over 3 billion people living in poverty, but we have cut down that number by 1 billion. 1 of every 5 children are living in poverty, which is 15 million. 13.8 men are living in poverty compared to the 16.3 women living in poverty. People in poverty are more likely to stay in poverty, which is one of the main causes of why poverty keeps growing.
What is extreme poverty? Extreme poverty is a big deal, with about 11% of the world living in extreme poverty, which means living on $1.90 a day. But it has been estimated that 171 people could be lifted out of extreme poverty if they finish school with good education scores.
171 million.
Wow. Well, when someone is in extreme poverty, they are exposed to unsafe living conditions. Something that can contribute to getting out of extreme poverty is having a good education. But having a lack of good education can mean staying in poverty for a longer time or never getting out of poverty.
What is affordable housing? Affordable housing is defined as living on less than or equal to 30% of an individual's income or a family's income spent on housing. And a lot of people can't get a place to live because they can't get enough food or water, so they don't have enough energy to get a job and make money. Having a child is a significant expense on a family because they need food and water and other necessities, which cost money, so larger families have to earn more to escape poverty. Poor families are therefore more likely to be large, and for this reason, children are more likely to live in poverty. Another problem is location. Affordable housing might be available, but not in a desirable area. And then the pie chart represents the 30% or less of an individual or family income on housing, and then the 70% for necessities like food and water and stuff like that.
What is well-being? The definition of well-being is a state of being comfortable, healthy, and happy. When someone is in poverty, they are unable to maintain household objects, in other words, anything we use every day, like clothes, food, toiletries, and that stuff. And when you live in Minnesota, you know that we have pretty rough weather. So when someone is in poverty or with unsafe housing, that can affect their well-being in such ways as unable to keep warm, which can affect their comfort, which is a main part of well-being.
How access to affordable housing promotes your health and well-being. The lack of access to affordable housing plays a big part of why poverty keeps growing. Affordable housing also improves your well-being. Next, moms and dads don't have to worry about where they're sleeping at night and can focus on getting a job. Also, children develop better when they grow up in a house. Finally, if you don't have an address, it is almost impossible to get a job, and if you get a house, you could get accepted to a job that you usually wouldn't get accepted to.
Why does homelessness keep growing? Undiagnosed mental illnesses are a major cause of why homelessness keeps growing. Because when a person has a mental illness and doesn't know what that mental illness is, it can cause them to lose job opportunities. When someone has a lack of good education, it can cause homelessness and also affects getting out of homelessness because the majority of jobs require knowledge of some sort. When an adult can't afford childcare for their child, that may cause not showing up for work every day, which where they will eventually get fired and not make enough income to support their family. The Jeremiah Program. The Jeremiah program is a program that helps families who are in poverty get a job and finish college. The Jeremiah program also provides childcare and gets them ready for kindergarten, which helps them get a job later on, which will break the poverty cycle. Meanwhile, while the children are being taken care of, the parents receive life coaching, which give them tips of how to run a stable home when they get out of poverty. It also gives women self-confidence. With a supportive community giving them confidence, the Jeremiah program has apartment buildings that are 2 generations big.
Okay, so this is our interview slide, and we interviewed Lojuana Whitmore, who is the executive director of the Jeremiah program, and she told us in the interview that 20 years ago, Father Michael O'Connell of the Basilica of Minnesota noticed that the government was not doing much about people in poverty and decided that he had to help. Action. The action we decided to take is to donate to children and women at the Jeremiah program. The donations will be sent to the program to be given to the women and children in baskets when they enter the program. And then the donations can be stuff like money, toothbrushes, pillows, toothpaste, deodorant, blankets, sheets, clothes, shampoo, stuff like that.
Sustainable Development Goals is an organization that is, to our knowledge, worldwide. Sustainable Development Goals is trying to make poverty disappear by 2030, and they have more information on their website. So we decided to put together a video, 32 seconds, and it kind of goes a little deeper into their story.
Any questions?